What's going on? Happy Friday, everyone. How are we doing? Are we ready for the weekend? Been busy doing chores and stuff, so ready for Saturday and Sunday. Just relax. We'll get into some Final Fantasy XIV. Continue our new character. I believe we're going into old Hey, thank you for the new subscriber and the new follower on Twitch. Moving up, we're going to go for the goal of 50 subscribers and get up to 25 followers on Twitch. I've done quite a bit of settings changes and stuff in the audio, so hopefully it sounds better and not worse. Some filters and stuff hopefully make it look better, or to sound better for the most part, as well as like I've increased the bit rate and stuff to hopefully make it look better or run better. Going in. Getting out of Gridania. We didn't spend very much time here, but we will be back for sure. The Flame Honor card. Ah, you must be the envoy from Limzil Minza. Welcome to Ul'dah, madam. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Welcome to Ul'dah, madam. We have been expecting you. Flame General Ralban will receive you in the fragrant chamber. Please take the lift down to Hustings Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Sure thing. Hustings Strip. Yep. Let's get this. Wait, can I get this? Yes, I can. Fantastic. I'll have to remember to go get the main aetheryte before leaving. Bartholomew. The Liminzen envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, madam? My thanks. Ah, yes. The Admiral's seal. Please proceed. Cartano? I remember bloody Cartano. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer? When we took the field against the Garleans. So my counterparts have educated you. Connie's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solus Zos Galvis, they swiftly brought the other nations of Iltibar to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander, Legatus Gaius von Balthar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us, and not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Liminza as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the elder Seedseer would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more. That much is clear, and we are to do so. If we are to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Merobe will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. We get a little wind-up airship. A fully operational model of the legendary vessel, the Invincible. Yay. We get a cotton cow, which again I don't want to use. Ah, my lady envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limza Limenza in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Yes, of course. Back to Limza. But first, let's look around. Print. Get a few teleporters. I keep clicking on myself. I turned on that setting. I probably need to turn it off. It's raining. Since we're kind of close, go get this one. Thaumaturgy Guild. The Prince of Ulda here on Ulda, or here in Crystal. He's here every day, all the time, and it's been like that for years. Alright. We got the mainies right. That should be good enough. Let's go back. Take the airship back. That's not it. That's not it. It's this way. Chamber. Aha, the lift. Airships. Yes. Yo, Jay, how you doing? Airship. Get me to Limza. Limenza, please. Jabrin the goat. I had to give up on Thordak staff also. It was just taking too much time. and not really providing anything. Oh, nope, not this guy. Let me out! Nope, not them. How do I get out of here? Oh, it's just this guy. Yes. The drowning winch. Welcome to the drowning winch. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... Well, if it ain't one of you only Kazakura Miyumi. I was told a distinguished venturer might be reporting for duty. Fancy that venturer being you, eh? Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for your faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. And if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Give me that money. Phoenix Town. It's probably pirates. I'm doing pretty good so far. Getting mentally prepared to go back to work here in a few more days. I thank ye for taking the time to help me out. Now I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Elport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But since that nasty business over in Swiftperch, folk have been a bit uneasy. Well, I say a bit. 'Tis all they can do not to soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you would permit me, Master Bateron, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellowjacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I came to welcome Kazakura back to Limsa Liminza. It is well you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Elport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Sigra included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of corals had taken up the residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I thought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located in western Lenosha. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimpella. She can be found at the ferry docks in the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lass. Going to Sastasha. Let's go. Going down. Use the bulwark. Speak with... What's her base? Down at Fisherman's Guild. Oh, I better summon my carbuncle. I always forget. Gotta summon the carbuncle when you first log in. Fisherman. You're here about Commodore Rayner's investigation, then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Airport. Once you arrive in Western Lenosha, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Seagrot. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Airport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. Take me to Elport. For 40 gil. Getting ready to do our first dungeon. Exciting. I think I have to queue this dungeon as a DPS. So I can't go as a healer yet because I haven't unlocked healing. Is there a store? Yes, merchant. Let me sell these. And antidote. Who cares? That. Keep the raisins. Wait, do they sell food here? They do have an orchestrion. I don't even have enough money for that. That's sad. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I heard you are to brave the depths of the Sastasha Seagrot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions, and you shall need the training we here at the Hall of Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sastasha Seagrot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. I am prepared. Yep. Alright, so I have to talk to him first. Greetings, I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forgers of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. According to my records, you have yet to fully complete your training. You are under no obligation to finish the final exercise, of course, but there is much to gain and not to be lost in the attempt. Yep. DPS training, yep. Begin. Get some tutorials. Let us proceed directly to the briefing. For this exercise, you'll be learning avoidance. Skip out of the way. Everything is clear. I trust. Say the word when you're ready. It's important to do these because this gives good gear for this level. Training exercise now underway. Move out of the strike zone. Ah! A circle AoE. Ah, shit. Did I get hit by that? No. Okay. Rude. Boy, both. Ah! Rude. Let go of me. Aha! Kill the wizard. Perfect. Here's your prize. Some new gloves. We did need those. Yeah, these are much better. We continue. According to my records, yeah. Training 2, gives us some boots. Events. We are the damage. Take the bow down. Let's do it. Kill the correct target. 10-4. Attack the same foe as your ally to win the battle. Now here's a hint about enemy facing. Your opponent will have a harder time avoiding blows from the flanks or from behind. That's still a thing. Certain techniques. Well, none of ours do that. Got him. Coordinated efforts with a heavily armored defender will allow you to fight to your fullest. Here's your prize. Level up. We got boots. Nice. Big old long boots. Thigh boots? According to my records, you have yeah. Exercise 3. Do it. We'll be fighting multiple opponents. Key to victory is coordination with your comrades. Each foe will fall all the swifter under a focused assault. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next. Everything is clear. 10-4. Let me at him. Staff weed. Strike the wrong foe 5 times and you'll kill. Now the little punchy guy. Get this? Boom. Boom. Alright. Now we killed the tank? Let's go. Coordination is the key to conquering foes swiftly and safely. Work well with your allies, and the efficiency of your armor need not be tested. Here's the prize for completing the exercise. Some gil. Gil's important at this point too. Get some pants. I think there's 5 of these. There might be more. Evading enemy attacks, yeah. This exercise will put this training to the test. You must needs plan your strikes around some fancy footwork. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training. Yes, let me at him. Let me go. Let me go. Let's go. Don't be hit 5 times. Alright. Rude. Easy enough. Completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lessons you've learned. Sure. Brand new paints. Let's go. Again. Is there more than 5? Jeez. There's a lot of these, actually. Let's proceed directly to the brew bay. Yeah. Deal with enemy reinforcements. target your weakest comrades, so you must be quick to eliminate them. Yes. Do. Kill the enemy. Oops. Wrong tap. It's that. Die. Fine performance. A party is doomed without a source of restoration. Here's your prize. The robe. You must operate the levers that close the gate or your party will be overwhelmed. Okay. Yep. Where is the lever? Oh, it's over there. Is it only one time? I guess so. Much better. Much better outfit. This will give us a ring, which we do need. Yeah. Ah. Your skills acquired will be put to the test. Say the word when you're ready to begin. Hiya! Training. Training go! That shield. Hank, get out of the AoE. Sheesh. Leave me alone. Ooh. Our damage sucks. Because our NPC healer's not doing anything. Thing would be dead. You've proven yourself a novice no longer. Pray, accept this prize. Commemorate your achievement. Thank you, thank you. Let's get rid of... Oh, I had a better grimoire? Yeah. Okay, this is not working. +1, +1. Intelligence. I mean, that gives me +1 everything, so really this is better. There we go. You have a better book though. Thanks. Alright, that's all. That's all for now until we become a healer, I think. Hi guys, who are you? Ah, fellow adventurer. You, too, are here to unravel the mysteries of Sastasha? I have adventured across this wide realm for more seasons than I dare to count, yet still Eorzea manages to surprise me with her beauty and splendor. Our journeys are not ended by the attainment of riches or fame. It is an unquenchable thirst for the unknown that drives us into the wilds time and time again. Even if I explored the world for 1,000 years, I would never grow weary of this life. Nice. Grandfather and I are companions on the road. We travel where the wind takes us and drink in all the wonders this world has to offer. Only an adventurer can understand the joy of such freedom, of discovering hidden places and experiencing sights and sounds that few may ever know. The passing years have begun to take their toll on the old man, but no force save death itself will sate his appetite for adventure. Yeah. Etta. I'm sorry, Heavier. I came as fast as I could. I tried haggling with the merchant, but 2 potions was the best I could get with the money you gave me. I had no idea how expensive they were. This is perfect. For our inaugural outing as a party, wandering around in the caves, turning over a few rocks, how difficult could it possibly be? I never expected our first visit to the Adventurers Guild would yield such a straightforward way to win fame and fortune. Ah ha ha, Etta, you're so slow. You'd lose a foot race to a tree slug. What took you so bloody long, Etta? If me purse was too light, you might have considered using some of your own bleeding coin to get us what we need. You've only ever been as useful as the contents of your pockets. The gods know you can barely heal a scratch. We took up the adventure in life to take on the big old jobs and claim the big rewards. How are we meant to do that if we can't even get our supplies in order? It's the one Baderon was talking to. Well, we'll see who gets the glory. This job should have been ours in the first place. Jeez. Kind of a dick. You don't have to look up a pirate, but one can never be too careful on this island. Unless you have the proper authorization, I can't let you enter. There. Just look at this beauty. See how she glows? You can almost feel the power running through her. What is it? Well, what does it look like? It's a short sword. But now you're wondering why all the fuss over a short sword. That's easy, you see. This isn't an ordinary run-of-the-mill mass-forged store-bought bottom-of-the-bargain bin short sword. This here's a genuine ethereal sword. One of a kind, in fact. Can't you see its glow? No? Well, trust me, it's there, and that glow means this short sword is special. It means it's powerful, or at least a little more powerful than what you'd normally expect from a mere short sword. Can we make a deal? Ha! Do you know how long it took me to find this? How many parties I was forced to suffer with greedy bastards who kept claiming all the ethereal loot, even though their bags were full of the stuff? No, this sword is mine, and if you want it, you'll have to pry it from my cold dead hands. Which, in truth, is how ethereal gear comes to be. You've heard of spirit bonds, I assume? That spiritually charged ethereal connection you form with any gear you have equipped. Well, in rare cases, when someone wielding an item with an especially strong spirit bond is slain in battle, the energy created by the bond remains trapped inside, rather than returning to the life stream. That energy enhances the gear, and voila, you have an ethereal short sword, or an ethereal subligar, or a pair of ethereal goatskin smithy gloves of gathering. The fact that for an item to become ethereal, the owner of that item must perish, while having it equipped usually means they can only be found in dangerous locations where terrible, bloody battles have occurred. Now, if I was looking to get my hands on another ethereal weapon, might be that I'd head back inside Sastasha. Wink, wink. Okay. I never talked to that guy. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen flipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. But when we received word that men of questionable quality have been seen passing in and out of Sastasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback-fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the cave and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll keep watching out here, praying you don't spy any blue-face tattoos. Let's start up. Yeah. I understand. Let's jump into queue because it might be a little bit... Oh no, not NPCs. Let's see, how do I get more stuff? Setting. Oh. Do that. Up R4. Do this. Put this over here. Alright, and then we can put on general. Put on limit break there. Move teleport over here. Move return over here. Alright, we'll move up. Summon Carbuncle will move up. Do that. Lucid Dreaming, Battle, Leap, we'll move over. Move Swiftcast over here. And rest. Let's see, is there any Surecast? I will need that, but that's a level 44. Crazy. Gonna take a quick bathroom break while we wait. Okay. Luckily, it didn't pop while I was gone. What else can we do? Macros? No. I'm looking for character customization, hot bars. Custom. Thank you for the like. How do I... How do I keybind hotbar 3? I feel like it should be this. No. Keybinds. Hotbars. Hotbar 3. There we go. Okay, we're already past the average wait time in DPS life. Well, let's... This fate's gonna be gone, so... Are there any enemies I can kill? Good cast. Yeah. I think I got a chocobo. I don't have a chocobo yet. There we go. That's Tasha. We have no AoE, I'm pretty sure. So that kind of sucks. Close to dying. We got it, though, we got it. Will it guess correctly? Nope. Wrong. Wrong. There we go. That's... Gear, please? Nope. Nope. Awesome. Nice. Level up. Oh, should have had my raisin on this whole time. Disciple of War. Where are you going? Alrighty. Quick cast this first. Nice. Quite sure. Quite sure. Sheesh. Might have wasted that swift cast. By might have, I mean definitely. And that's this here? Oh no. Yeah, wasted. Only that shore walker. Oh. Did I just miss? Ah, he's gonna die. Easy dungeon. Look, Monk's the only one that stuck around. Get the orchestrion roll. Let's go. Alright, we got Emerald Carbuncle. Hello there, PM. I guess Moon. Where are we? Where are we going back? Oh, we're going back to the Drowning Ranch. Okay. Loki. Are you wild? Are you wild? Loki. Do. Go back to Limsa. 40 gales. Much better than the hundreds. And let's go to the aft castle. I guess I could have returned. I always forget to use return. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Aye, might you been the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Nastasha? Huh, it would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor, none the worse for its voyage. A pity, we dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter, the wheel will turn, our chance will come. You are right, of course, but there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us place in the songs of every alehouse of Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, my lady. Me lady. See ya. Back then, are ye? With all your limbs in a tail-to-tail, I'll wager? Fishbacks. And there I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or 3. 7 L's. Ye turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and scaly bastards set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like ye left 'em in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sastasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. Thanks for shedding some light on this mystery. I knew you'd get the job done. Lass, you always do. Now I bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. Just so happens that I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the forest folk are needing of an adventurer that can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you bet the task won't be no skip through the sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. Complete. Maybe they're still not what I want. Call of the Forest. Ready to hear about that job then. Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it's posed any trouble for an adventurer who has survived the bedlam in Sastasha. If you think you might be interested, you'll want to have words with Mother Mione, me counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, lass. What is this? Rising to the challenge. Yeah, challenge log. I need to do this. No, I'm just gonna skip to this. Speak with Quentin Inman. This just unlocks the thing. Yeah, I need to go to the ferry dock. And this is... Okay, yeah. I'll get that later. This one's more important. Target. Character? Randomize. Ah. Okay. Now, okay, yep, better. Much better. I'm level 20, so I need to go do that. Yeah. Give me money. Challenge logs, yeah. Alrighty. Now let's go do our Arcanist quest. Which I ran right by the teleporter. Arcanist Guild. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That mask is better, but I don't care about it until... Well, it might be good to take that for now, and then wait until level 25. Because this ends at 25, right? Yep. Greetings, Kazakura. In case such doubts fill your mind, you should know that I am ever willing to lend an ear if you find your thoughts troubled. At the very least, I would have you know this, because it seems that Clithia does not. The poor seer has been missing since this morning. There have been other times when she has disappeared without word, but we have always been able to find her. Alas, that is not the case this day. Were the guildmaster here, he could deduce her whereabouts with nary a moment's concentration. I find myself beginning to wonder if those who devote themselves overmuch to Arkhema are more prone to bouts of wanderlust. But while I might wish to ponder further such oddities of character, we must needs organize a search party. Would you be so kind as to make inquiries in Hawker's Alley? It is not uncommon for Clithia's wanderings to take a path through the markets. Sure. It's just right over here. Hello, Dodo-zan. You seek a Makote agent of Melvin's Gate? Why, yes, I have seen her. Spoke with her, in fact. She was, however, apprehended by the Yellow Jackets. The assessors was drilling me for details about a Kitkern smuggling ring based in Elport, but then the soldiers arrived and took her away. If you wish to know her fate, then I suggest you speak with Ginad of the Coral Tower. Oh, yeah? Where's that near? Marauders Guild. Okay. To the Marauders Guild. Hello. Overseer Calithia? Yes, we brought her in for questioning regarding the reappearance of Pirate Dozbaga. A member of the Arcanist Guild, are you? Then I see no reason to conceal the nature of our discourse. Perhaps you're already aware of this, but the Foreseer was once held captive by that rabid sea dog. Few pirates sink to such depths as depravity as Dosmaga. It has been 6 years now since he was expelled from Limsa for engaging in the worst kind of black market trading. And now the villain has returned. He is, however, both cunning and cautious, and continues to evade our troops. Thus we hope to borrow the knowledge of Foreseer Calithia, whose experiences have given her an intimate familiarity with the way the scoundrel operates. At least, that was our intent. After weathering a barrage of questions from the assessor, we found ourselves, instead, providing the details of our search. Should you wish to speak with Forcier Calicia, I imagine she has already returned safely to your guild. God dang it. How the heck? How did I miss her? That's BS. Back already? You were led to believe she had returned here. I'm afraid not. Hmm? So the Yellow Jackets told you something of her history with those Maga, did they? Perhaps it would be best if I told you the entire tale. Those Maga's banishment was the result of a surprise inspection that revealed his involvement in an underground slave trade. The assessor that stepped aboard the pirate's merchant ship spoke of finding dozens of unwashed unfortunates crammed into a squalid hold. Among these prisoners was a young Makote, destined for some black market auction block. Though Clythia was initially too terrified to even speak, the guildmaster brought her out of her fearful daze with the gift of an initiate's grimoire. Yes, the selfsame tome that she has carried her entire career. Of course, did you not mention that Clythia's grimoire was thrown into the sea? There are rumors that a Kikurn merchant of ill repute has retrieved the black market goods the crew of the Morning Star heaved into the ocean. Even now, he gloats over his salt-encrusted catch in Elport. It is entirely possible that the Foreseer's most prized possession was caught up in the Kikurn salvage net. I have no doubt now that Clythia has reached the same conclusion. To Elport with you, Kazakura. That is where you will find our wayward assessor. To Elport. How much is it to just teleport there? 196. We can afford that. It's okay. We're gonna start spending money. Just a little bit. Meow. Meow. There she is. Yes, combat pattern 256 should serve to cover all expected contingencies. You never know when you'll have to nullify a thaumaturge or two. My retrieval strategy is complete. Kazakura, it is good you to come. I was unable to calculate for certain if you would piece together my movements in time. Very little is certain when so many variables are involved. But there is good news. This prisoner here was kind enough to confirm the trader who salvaged the Morning Star's jettisoned cargo did indeed retrieve a tome matching the description of my lost grimoire. Lominzen law and the policies of the Mailvin's Gate would support the confiscation of goods connected to an official inspection. But alas, my personal belongings do not fall under that definition. Thus, I intend to launch an unofficial offensive against this black marketeer and his cronies. The peddler has already departed for Candlekeep Quay. It is time I gathered to me such allies as I possess, and I count you as one of them, Kazakura. Despite the nature of this endeavor, Miss Thuberian has offered me her cooperation. If you would, pray join her at Outjohn's Brace. That is where we shall ambush the disreputable Kikurn. Great. Where is that? Lower Lenosha? Can we take a chocobo there? Upper Lenosha. No, looks like we have to take a boat. Take a boat to Wolves Den Dock. I think Wolves Den Dock. What's this? Company. I could use a friendly face around here. Well, a face at any rate. You adventurers aren't exactly known for your good looks, but I'll wager a Yalm of Ale you'll bold enough to hunt an elite mark. Oh. I can't do that yet. Yes. Here we go. And now we run. Great. Almost there. Greetings. Your arrival completes our small company. You are equipped for battle, I trust. We need not await Calithia's arrival. Once the Kikaran appears on the bridge, we spring our ambush. The strategy for trapping our target relies on the two allies we have concealed on the other side of the ravine. This pincer maneuver was naturally the Foreseer's idea. As for the target himself, the Kikaran is known as a careful and cautious fellow. He travels with a small retinue so as to avoid attracting attention. But do not be fooled. More bodyguards follow at a distance, and will likely join the fray after hostilities ensue. Do not, however, expect any assistance from the Yellow Jackets. They cannot be seen aiding us in what amounts to a personal matter, but they are willing to turn a blind eye for Kiltia's sake. In any case, the Foreseer's tactics account for our limited numbers and individual strengths. Victory is all but assured. Now let us take up our positions and wait for the Kikaran to arrive. So low. Filthy ambushers, you want Kicker and Sparklies? Ambush them back! Sure. Oh, whoops. Fucked up. I move things around. Come on. Kill the guy. Thank you. Oh. Why'd you start running that way? Got it. That's all we wanted. We killed all those people just for that book. Even if they are shady. Well executed, everyone. Were you able to retrieve my grimoire? Kazakura, pray hand over the tome. No, it's mine. You must pry it from my cold dead hands. It's ruined. My wonderful grimoire is ruined. The probability of repairing this degree of damage is 0%. Even the most brilliant strategy cannot undo such ravages of seawater. I have never felt so defeated. I believe it is time I returned home. Leave her be. But how can I? He is right. You must follow Clythia in time to process. You must allow Clythia time to process the law. And you have other matters to which you must attend. Come, Kazakura, it is time we return to the guild as well. Oh wait, we have return. I almost forgot about return. Not quite the victory we imagined, was it? The moment Clythia beheld her soaked and tattered grimoire, you could see the light of hope die in her eyes. There is, however, something we can do. I will call on your aid soon, but in the meantime, you would be well served to deepen your knowledge of Arcana. Yeah, I'll take the mask for now. 23. Go, new book. Two more levels I could put that mask on. Alright, under Gordania. $120 gil is kind of a lot still. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come take your... Oh, not here to dine? Dare... I hope that you're the adventurer Baderon sent word about. You are? The matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mione, and the caroling canopy is my place. With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details. I shall brief you. Fire in the gloom. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mione, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward? And good evening to you too, Bow Lord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lewin, and I lead the men and women of the God's Quiver. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Galmorian settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen sulking about the Deepcroft with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. The birdmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing. In anticipation of this, I have been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Twelveswood, lest we be taken unawares. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the Lambs of Dalamud. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? Yes, bro. You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will appraise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. How do I get there? I gotta walk still? Jeez. If I go here... Print. Yay, we found Central Shroud. Hoorah. And now we need to go south. Talk to this merchant real quick. Yeah, food. Don't. Field here. All this old stuff. Okay. Is there really no food vendors around? Oh, okay. We're moving. It says etherite. There's a shop here. Nope. Okay. That sucks. Nope, I'm gonna go this way. He's in our way. Hill. Oh, it's these guys again. I shudder to think what might have happened to Isildur had I not thought to pick the fruit I stumbled across on the way here. Sometimes he has too much vigor for his own good. Age is supposed to mellow us, but if anything, it has made him more impetuous. I understand his desire to make use of the time left to him, but one misstep and there won't be any. Childish curiosity prompted me to commit the most elementary of blunders. Were it not for the fruit that Elaine found, my adventures may well have ended in this forbidding place. Always look before you leap. In my haste, this most fundamental rule of adventuring slipped my mind. I do believe I shall rest here a while. Hi guys. Think of our goal, sister. One day our adventures will be the stuff of song and it will be all worth it. God, I hate mausoleums. It's not right to disturb the dead in their slumber. Though we meet again, I cannot say I'm surprised to see you here. You took the prize back in Limsa, but this time we will give you better sport, or I am no true adventurer. Whoa. I remember these guys being here. The hell? Kind of scary. This used to be like just the skeletons, right? You're Kazukura Miyumi, I take it? Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bow-Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deep Craft and purge it of the Lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the Sixth Astral Era. The cultists took the Lesser Moon, Dalamud, for their god, believing that it would deliver them from devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, One would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith, but on the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Amterra. Let's go. Good duty roulette. Spilled some stuff. I might have to lower the stream resolution to 1080p. I think the bit rate's going up and down. It's causing a little bit of jankiness. Still can't heal. Let's try the NPCs out. Eager. We might just do this. We get through the first few dungeons. Once we become a healer, our Q should be a lot better. It's just me. You would do well not to disturb the dead. Thank you. Alright, go get him, Marauder. This will go a lot more slow, but that's alright. Better than sitting when Q. Oh, I don't get emerald here? That's bullshit. Any chest? Isn't there usually a chest here? Or am I thinking that down there? I think if I target the same thing they're targeting, we'll maybe clear a little bit faster. Not much faster, but a little bit faster. Better than nothing. I'm not getting XP. I don't get XP? That's kind of bullshit. I can't level up doing this? Why'd you even put it in the game then? Hey, there's some treasure. Plundered goggles. Ooh, the altar is clear. I'll not let you fall. Just focus on the void scent. Get out of the way! Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my god, stop getting up there. You do get XP for the bosses. I guess that's something. Oh yeah, did they remove XP? That's right. That's right. They removed XP from regular enemies. I forgot. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. All this physical gear. Not what I want. Big damage, big damage. Here we go, big hit, big hit. Boom. Back to hard casting. Some half gloves. Pretty sure those aren't. They're probably about the same, if not exactly the same. Yeah, exactly the same. All this gear is exactly the same. Probably not worth getting that. Bum, bum. All right. Finishing up this dungeon. One more cast. Get this. Rock. 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 Fire. Boom. Just. Take that out. Take this out. This crude vessel. Did not cry. Come hither, children of the dawn. The undying master will drink deep tonight. Interesting. Yarg, he says. Why did the thaumaturge stop casting? Bro, you know you're ranged, right? You were outside of the circle, you didn't have to stop. Yeah. Yay. Nice. Let's go. Hey. We reached level 25? Let's go. A battle axe. Wow. So thankful. Yep, level 25. Let's go. It also means we can replace this with dash. Hide in my face. Cool mask. We're going back. Are those people gone? Those NPCs? Are they still here? No, they're gone. Interesting. Welcome back. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deep Croft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Vanaron's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Avier's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah, to the hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye, and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Avier's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sakes, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, all right? That is awful, you know? Wait, don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Avier. Please forgive me. You ever get your boyfriend killed and then you just cut his head off and carry it around with you? Things like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventures of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I will be glad to share the details with you. Complete. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm back. I got some food. I think my cat. Oh my god. As I was saying, I think my cat started my Spotify. On accident. All of the desert. So you're not adverse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you to the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Kazakura, and good luck. Ul'dah. I think if we go here, it's faster? Maybe? Yeah. Ah. That's not a door. This is the door. Momodi, welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself too. Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Kazakura Miyumi? By any chance? Mione sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started. So let's talk business, shall we? Into a copper hill. The practitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under that sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale if you'd be so kind. Papa Sean! Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. So this winsome lad, is the much-lauded adventurer, is she? Marvelous, marvelous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. I am Papashan, formerly of the Sultan's Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. I'm happy you'd like to apprise Kazakura of her mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at the Copperbell mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as Hecatonchires, fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. At last, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hecaturns to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as it oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecaturns, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mines, lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. It's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at the Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Sure. God bless you. I fear you might have reservations, but I assure you, it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell Mines is in Western Thanaland. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Misa, and he knows Copperbell Mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Oh, he's standing right behind us. Looking for Painted Misa? Misa found him. So you're the adventurer who volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you got skills to go with them, 'cause things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatrons left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second UI dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyways. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches keeping watch over the entrance in case of giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Awesome. It's where? In Central Thanaland? lucky for us, it's just right there. First, we'll get this attunement. If we take this to Horizon, then we'll get there faster, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's Western Power. Oh, you know what? I meant to do the Arcanist quest, but that's alright. Right. Well, it is what it is, but even if there's no work to be had here, there's always a place for a man with a strong back who knows how to swing a pickaxe. Sure, sure. Jeez, cat. I have been adventuring for long years and borne witness to many a pivotal moment in history. Though the times may have changed, the essence of our trade has not. Adventuring has ever been a quest for self-betterment, through challenges freely faced, and ever it shall remain so. As an adventurer becomes more experienced, he will naturally acquire a love of justice and an understanding of the spirit of self-sacrifice. Such experience cannot be measured in any tangible way, yet it most assuredly shapes who we are, grounded as it is in the decisions we have made on our journey, and their consequences, good or ill. I sense a light within you, young one, and it tells me that you are destined for greatness. Thanks. We found Dolores Bear and his entire party dead. The giants were thorough in their work. Judging by their attacks, it would seem they tried to rush a horde of the creatures. Not say for sure what drove an experienced crew like theirs to throw caution to the wind, but I do have my suspicions. We are all our own worst critics, and our desire to better past achievements can rob us of good sense. Thus do we become more given to recklessness. While it is important to have goals, one must not fixate upon them to exclusion of all else. Do so, and one will surely pay the price, as Dolores Bear and his comrades did this day. Well, rip NPCs. Hey, Olivia, how are you? I'm good. Thank you. About to go into Copperbell Mines. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hecarontes? I didn't think that Papachon would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Oh. Why isn't that updating? Oh, I see. Did the stream freeze, or is that just what's going on my end? Okay, it looks like for some reason restream. The stream's good. It's been good. It's just a little slow right now, but yeah, getting through a Realm Reborn. You know, we'll go with some NPCs. Oh yeah, what's your favorite Final Fantasy? Hmm. Let's go. I just stream occasionally. You know, with work and everything. And not making money, you know, I have to keep going to work. So, this is kind of a hobby for now. The air is so still. Are we certain there's anyone in here? Oh, right. The key. Here we go. Now it's refreshed. Pull the lever. Oops. Pressing the wrong button. Oh yeah. It's just a little baby stream, you know. Nothing a whole lot, you know. But it's fun still. And keep at it. And to stream one of my favorite games is, you know, is what makes it fun. Gotta go in here. Ah. This is really neat. keep going. Ah, whoops. Incredible. I was thinking scammers were only on Twitch. But no, they're on YouTube too. Fantastic. Hey. Hey, that means YouTube's going places. Oh, whoops. Have I missed all of the fire sand? I do not remember where they are. Shit. Oh, it's up there. Almost ran all the way around. There we go. Oh yeah, they reworked this fight. Ah! The Conjurer still stepped in it. Come on, Conjurer. Dodge. Damn, it's starting to rain. Catapult? What does that mean? Ow, rude. Nice. Treasure chest? Earrings. Earrings. No, earrings are not good. All earrings are worthless to me until like level 90. No fire sand. Perhaps there's more in the other room. Thank you, conjurer. Here? The Icarus Ire. They just completely stop attacking when they're touching. They all do. By the 12, what is that? Ah, big guy. Sure. Slaves no more. Free! Free! Let's go. Another level up. Aita. Orchestrion. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Stone torch. Ah, a solo instant. Proceed. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell Mines returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume. And Ulta will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Sean the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momo D. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. She's like right behind me. She could probably see me. No! Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir. I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with my own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades. You know, help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. So funny. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 as me witness. Yes, the strange woman in the mask. Yes. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of ye. I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master. I've had enough of this murmurous farce. You lot teach them a lesson. Yeah, teach me a lesson. Sure. Dead. Wrecked. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. Ugh. I'm having a crack migraine. I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their land had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamities affected the whole realm, didn't it? It's the same thing happening in other cities. If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Hulda has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck there first. My heart goes out to them. It truly does. But I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you know coin, you know hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins. Get your dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Ulda was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Madam, are ye alright? Sorry. Had a hangover. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? You saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? Oh, your shoulders in the background. I don't think I've ever noticed that. I will overlook this, but just this once. Is your soul always in the background, or is that just because I started in Limsa? God bless you, the adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. I don't bear thinking about. Ever the selfless hero, I see. It must be because I chose Limsa. It has been a while, adventurer. I've been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limsa Laminza. You discharged your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility, and you have displayed unfaltering courage in the face of danger ever since. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor, with no thought of personal gain. I mean, I get XP and some gil. In summary, you have demonstrated all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For reasons I cannot well explain, your every deed seems invariable to serve the general good. Whether you mean it to or not, it is a happy knack, and one which speaks volumes for your character. Yet for all the admirable qualities, it is your gift which intrigues me most. I speak of the visions you experience. Visions like the one you had mere moments ago. If I am not mistaken, I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with the self-same talent, you see. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. You and I fight for a common cause, a cause which would greatly benefit for your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavors. Think of my offer a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak with Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, is a close friend and ally of ours. Inform her that you have been chosen by the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. Sweet. G-Fate. Momodi! Foods like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing the tale of gentlemen's woes with the women folk from time to time. Ah, Kazukura. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you had been hard at it with the giants in the dark. You're every ilm the adventurer Mione said you'd be. Kazukura, the station master, would be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Etta, did you put away that head? Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Etta. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyways, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania I'm sorry, we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Avier, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are. You see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as Avier once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. I shan't forget. Thank you. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Yep, we might. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeding business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. when they first asked me to take charge of the guild here. I didn't want aught to do with you lot. That would be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post. I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be part of your lives. That goes double for yours, Kazakura. Aw, you're just being nice. Huh? What did you say? You want to know about the scions of the 7th Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Kazakura, the scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Perfect. Perfect. So you want to know more, then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being old on. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these scions of the 7th Dawn, you can. They're good people who have made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The scions are headquarters in Vespa Bay, out in western Thanaland. The place you're looking for is called the Wakened Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Kazakura, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them. You won't forget about them as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. I think I'll just wait till level 30 to do my Arcanist quests. Might as well since I'm almost there. Perfect. What are these guys doing now then? Looks like those two levels are trading fishy goods or something. Pass through. We can now attune to this. Alright, this is AoE. So do that. Put this up here. And this is AoE Eggy. The assessor? Is that you? Alright, sprint. Alright. The first things, we talk to this person. Distinctly unfashionable. God. Yeah. She's just mean. And then I want... bunch of orange juice? No. That'll be pearl chocolate, yeah. How much for 99? We'll take it. Pearl chocolates. He really likes orange juice. Glamours now available. Great. Alrighty. Got that unlocked real quick. We got our chocolate. Ataru. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above. To quench my thirst for you. La 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 ah ah. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised this is a private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to. You're at the behest of Y'shtola? My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. Ta! The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. Hi guys. Hi guys. Who's in here? Right now. Arnvald! Yuli! Abatia! Yeah. Nothing back here. I take it you're Kazakura Mayumi? Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Menpelia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way. These are terrible. Give me the money. Wait, are they? Yeah. course. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? There are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer advocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talent. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Just keep running over to people. Wild Rose. They're like, what? Wild Rose. Seven waning moons see seven suns rise, divine order royals, fallen corpses rise. Thus the divine chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstance of this imperiled age. The realm doth shudder and twist, and the dawn lieth covereth beneath the stifling blanket of night, and we abide. We await the coming of the unborn era's seed, the light which shall pierce the glowing darkness. Alright. I think that is a good place to stop for today. It's been good. It was fun getting here. Thank you everyone that showed up. Please like and subscribe to YouTube. Follow on Twitch if you're there on Twitch. I will see you next time.